Call me when you get pregnant.
Well, you're my first call, dude.
I'll be your.
I'm more excited to breastfeed than being pregnant. That seems like sweet.
I don't know. I don't like my nipples being sucked on.
But then it's like this really cute thing that loves you, and it's like a little bit of you and a little bit of your boyfriend or husband, whatever, and then you bond, and it's like, I think your primal instinct takes over. But I don't fucking know because I haven't ever been pregnant.
I feel like my boyfriend wants to suck my nipples too, and he wants to taste the breast milk.
And that's how you know it's love, dude.
He wants it in his coffee. He's like, I want to like put it in my coffee.
It might give him like superpowers.
I don't know.
Put a little in his coffee.
I mean, apparently it's really good for you. It's like liquid gold.
Are you going to drink it?
I'm going to taste it.
You got to. I also have some friends, this is really crunchy of them. They put their breast milk on their face before.
So it's like, I'm telling you, the benefits of breast milk are
I know.
insane.
Like if you have, my friend, after she gave birth, she had some zits and she was putting breast milk on her face.
And it worked?
Yeah.
I love that for her.
Yeah, dude.
See, I got curious the other day and I was like, I wonder if anything comes out if I like squeeze my nipples.
Does it?
Yeah.
That's so
It's
great.
called colostrum and it's clear.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
squeezed a nipple.
So you could pump right now.
I squeezed a nipple on like even when I was scared. I had a French lady come over.
A French lady came?
A French lady come over.
She would be French.
She's French lady.
That's such a French thing to be like, oh, breast milk, wee wee.
She was a lactation consultant.
Okay.
And I wanted to make sure that I knew how to lactate and correctly. I guess there's like, you want to make sure everything's in working order.
Yeah,
These
of course.
sprinklers need to sprinkle.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So this lady came over with a suitcase, which I thought was going to have like a series of different kinds of pumps, some different things that she was going to like pull out and show me.
What was in there?
A bunch of babies. Fake babies. They were like
I wasn't ready for that.
I know. I really flung that at you.
A bunch of babies in a suitcase with a French lady.
It was. Could you imagine her going through the airport? But she had this suitcase and there was like a black baby and a white baby and
she was like, pick your baby.
Yeah, and there was all these different babies and they all had their mouths like that. Yeah. And she shows you how to hold the baby and how to breastfeed.
It's like a sex doll, but like a baby.
Yeah. And then she had this thing that looked like a stencil. And it had all these different holes in it of all different size, some of them going up to like this big. And it was to measure your nipples. So then she holds up the stencil with all the different holes to like see what millimeter nipple you have. Because you have to get the insert for
this is so crazy.
Dude, it's nuts.
Why don't people put this on video?
I don't know, but
I'm like, that's fascinating, dude.
It's pretty crazy. And then she put on gloves.
Ugh, not the gloves.
And she
when they put on gloves, it makes me weak. Like when my gyno puts on gloves, I'm like, just feel my cervix and let's get out of here, dude.
Yeah. And she squeezed my nipple.
Did it and came out.
And then stuff came out. And she was like, that's colostrum. And then as it was dripping down my boob, she took it and then she rubbed it into my nipple. It was a little sexual. And I was like, whoa.
She rubbed
the colostrum back onto my nipple. And then I had one beautiful nipple all day.
Did it totally change your
It
nip?
did. It was like it was like the smoothest, prettiest little skin. And I was like, wow, that's so crazy how pretty that nipple is. And then this one's still just like normal.
The French lactation consultant comes over, milks you, and then rubs a little milk on your nipple and leaves.
Yeah.
After taking out a bag of babies.
Correct. See, don't you want this?
It's like a bad acid trip, honestly. But yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing on my Saturdays. I've been having French ladies come over and squeeze my nipples.
I want it for the story.
It's a good.
It makes for a good podcast.
I'm telling you what.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.